Yeah. Coke fed, press some head, let's get in the car, I said. She grabbed my hand, girls rescue, met the bar, witness said. Tears fled the head, I'm weak, not dead, she tweet, I guess she confessed. She thinking less, not drinking less, bathroom says, best to get spontaneous, I stereotype, put to rest tonight. Imagine, believe, and achieve, it works. Skyline as I rise like fireworks. Smell through the bad, don't touch my
Yo, hey, hello everybody, and welcome to this edition of After the Storm, the OKC Thunder post-game analysis live stream. We are here on the patio of Cat's Tavern today doing our thing. Unfortunately, the Thunder got beat tonight, 119-107, and sorry, I got to get everybody hooked up here on the show, get all my people attached. But you know what? Part of what I was afraid of with what the Thunder were doing is really simple. I just have no confidence in this coach. I don't understand his substitution patterns. I don't really get what he was really doing tonight. He just changes lineups. And I've said before, what do you need to do to win? And those of you all who follow me and who've listened to me, I've said over and over and over and over again on what the Thunder needs to do. I've been very frank and honest with it about what we need to do and what we don't need to do. Hey, what's up, Pete? How you doing, big dog? What's going on, baby? I've been very open and honest and talking about what we need to do and how we do things. Sorry, I'm getting there. Like I said, I'm getting all our stuff set up. One of my good friends, Pete Mills, just walked up. He's sitting over there. He just came in and just said hi to me. That was his hand that you saw shake just a second ago. But anyway, I'm afraid of Game 7. Do I think we're going to win? Yes. Do I think we can win? Yes. Do I think we should win? Yes. But it is Game 7. And you do have Jokic and Murray on the other side over there. Now, I saw where Gordon kind of grabbed his back hamstring. I'm not wanting anybody to get hurt, but I'm not going to be mad either if he hurt himself. I'm not going to be upset about it at all. But that being said, we are here at Cat's Tavern, one of my favorite spots to go to. And it's on 64th in Oklahoma City, just east of Classen. Can't miss it. One block, well, it's not a half a block, a quarter block east of Classen, right over here on 64th, one block north of 63rd. You can only go east. You can only go right if you're coming from 63rd, or if you're coming from Wilshire, you got to go left. So that's where it is. They're open Monday through Sunday from 12 to 2. And I'm sorry, Kat, I don't have my afro out tonight, but I am I am here. And, of course, it's brought to you by YNB, family owned and operated since 1912. They are the bank that makes things happen. They're an equal housing lender, a member of the FDIC, a proud sponsor for us to go out and support women, minority, and black-owned businesses, which we are doing today. And you can see you can pre-qualify online at www.ynbok.com. That's www.ynbok.com. Or you can go into one of the 5 locations that you see on the screen right there. My takeaways from tonight is, number one, SGA got in foul trouble. We were up 12, I believe, or right that, and they were starting to make a run when he picked up his 4th. Now, it was a frustration foul for him to get his 4th simply because he had felt like he had been getting hit. And a lot of times when you're very emotional and you're in the emotional part of the game, what will happen is you will tend to react, and that's what he did. He reacted to what he thought was a foul. He did not get the call, and then he committed the foul on Jokic, and it 100% was a foul on him. There was no doubt about that. Burgess, Game 7, yes it is. And you know what? This is a good thing for us, but let's face it, this should be a Game 5. It should be a Game 6. It should have been over. Our coach gave away a game because of his inability to understand. Like I've always said, he doesn't have a feel for the game. Now, granted, SGA gets part of that because when he made the great out-of-bounds play, he catches the ball and he scores with 7 seconds to go. And then our coach turns around and fouls Gordon at the free throw line, and we're up 3 with Alex Caruso guarding him, and everybody else matched up with everybody else. What are the odds of him being able to make a play at that point? But if our coach not being instinctive, or as my girl Jennifer Valkensy says, he doesn't read the room, you immediately don't foul in that situation. I'm not fouling you. If you got the ball 94 feet, now it's different if you got the ball at half court and you're coming in with a play. I'm going to wait a few seconds, then I'm going to foul you and send you to the line. That's what you do. But instead, what he did, he fouled him 94 feet from the deal. We're up 3. Gordon has the ball against Caruso. What are the odds of him getting there? And as I said before, that's the problem I had with Westbrook. You can't give away games, and he would do that for us. And if you go back and remember, how many times he cost us a game in the playoffs or this year? Because it's just him. And our coach cost us, so this series should be over. But instead, we're going to a Game 7. And this is the funny part. He didn't admit it until he got lambasted and killed by the media the next day. Okay? Which I thought was funny because I'm like, normally the Oklahoma City media would not have beaten him up about it all. But he had no choice. He ran from it and then let it go, and the media just killed him. And he had to say something. Oh, well, I may have to rethink. But, bro, that's just who you are. It's like tonight. How many minutes did J-Dub play? How many minutes did SGA play? How many times have I said if we want to win, it's really simple. Take J-Dub out the 5-minute mark, put Case and Caruso, Wiggins, Case and Caruso, Wiggins, and Ihart with SGA. That's how you win. But he started the fourth quarter with that lineup. No, you don't start the fourth. You stay with what you're doing. You don't change. And guess what? He changed again. SGA whole first quarter, SGA the whole third quarter. Take J-Dub out of the 5-minute mark in the first quarter, 5-minute mark in the second quarter of the third quarter. Second quarter, when there's that timeout at 6:25 or whatever the number is, you take J-Dub out and you have Case and Caruso, Wiggins, SGA, Case, and Caruso, Wiggins, and either Ihart or J. Will. One or the other. And J. Will committed a stupid foul tonight. So that's what you do. And then in the fourth quarter, you do the exact same thing and you make a run. But he is unwilling to do that because he's trying to turn J-Dub into something he's not. He's not a number one, and that's what they're trying to do. And it's ridiculous because it's just frustrating to me. It's laid out what you need to do to win games. But he is unwilling to do it. And he's not gonna. And that's just how it is. Let's pull up the stats right here because I'm just so frustrated again, as usual. And you guys know how I am. I'm frustrated. I get frustrated with this guy to no end. Those of you all know me and have listened to me before. It's frustrating. What do we have? He says, good night, friend. SGA. Talk about SGA. SGA getting in foul trouble was the difference. They were making a run, but I think if SGA is scoring, I think that run stops. That's how I am. Wolves in 5. Don't say that, bro. Nuggets 3-3, 119-107, tying the series up. Nuggets 12 for 32 from the 3, us 11 for 40. We had 14 straight threes at one point. What the hell are we shooting threes for? Take the ball to the basket. But once again, when SGA gets in that passive mode, because that's what Dagnall wants, that's what Sam Presti wants, they want us to be in where we are passing the ball as a team. No, let SGA start busting their ass 3 or 4 or 5 shots in a row. Then what happens is then you can pass the ball because everybody's relaxed. But once you put pressure on us to make plays, that's when the Thunder get in trouble. And I don't understand how they don't know that. They out-rebounded us by 12, and I think they had 11 or 12 offensive rebounds. So let me get back on that because I know that I was pissed off about that. They had, I want to say it was 11 offensive rebounds for some reason. Yeah, they had 11 offensive rebounds, and you can't do that. Points to the paint, we outpointed paint in 46-52, 14-11, and of course, here's the key. They had 0 bench points until third quarter. And then here comes Sprather. He stepped up. But what do bench players do? They play great at home. That's what bench players do. They play great at home, and it makes all the difference in the world. And as long as you do that, that makes all – what are you doing, man? What are you doing? Hey, Jay, what you doing?
What's up?
I'm doing the show. Hey, what's going on? What's going on? Where you been?
Dude, I saw your half-court shot
I
live
know.
in the flesh, okay? I'm always going to remind you of that every time
I know. You still tell me about that.
I was there.
But anyway, let's talk about, you know, their players made plays. Our bench players did. Our defense did what we did. But my thing is this: you can't put Jokic against J-Dub and Murray against J-Dub on the floor. You have to have your star with your star. But I understand, Coach, you believe your star, your guy is J-Dub, and he is planning for the future. I'm telling you, that's what they're doing. Stephen A. Smith called it. I was against him. But the Thunder are building for the future, giving J-Dub all this ammunition, because I just don't believe in 3 years or 2 years when SJ, or it'd be 3 years, I believe, when his $72 million or $73 million a year contract kicks in, because they're going to have to sign him to the Supermax, which is $400 million. And that's what he's waiting for. That's why he fired his agent. He already knows what he's getting. It's already set. When you're you get Supermax and you're at this stage, that's what you do. So to me, the Thunder are either going to trade him before that and cost him the money, or they're going to wait till after they trade him and then sign him, because they'll have J-Dub, they'll have Chet, they'll have Kaysen, they'll have Jokic or Topic. They'll have whoever we're getting this year. So they'll go young, Dort will be gone, SGA will be gone, and we'll be relevant just like Stephen A. Smith said. Because here's the thing. If you want to win, it's really simple. Let SGA cook. Let everybody else just play after him. It's like it's halftime. At halftime. Okay, here's halftime. Got my notes right here. This is at halftime, guys. Come out of the third quarter. Everybody shot with SGA to start the third quarter. Everybody shot except third quarter. We had 3 possessions, no SGA shot whatsoever. J-Dub shot twice, Chet shot once. Actually, it was four possessions. And then what? Jokic had 2, Murray had 2. They're going through their best players. Our coach wants to get everybody involved. No, I'm telling you how to get everybody involved. You let SGA start cooking right away, and then everybody else relaxes, and he'll get them involved. But instead, you want him to get them involved first to get them going. No, if he's rolling, they get going. I understand what you want, but that's not going to happen. That's not how it's done. And then on top of that, you can't continue to have J-Dub go against Murray and Jokic, which is what they're doing. They're using him like, okay, he's going to do this, is what we're doing. We're going to put our 2 best players against his bench player, his third player, second or third player, whatever you want to call it. That's what they're doing, and it's killing us. Then when it doesn't work for you, then you're going to put SJ back in the game with Case and Caruso, Wiggins, and Ihart, or J-Will. Coach, that's not how you do it. But once again, you are excellent at 2 things: out-of-bounds plays, and you're excellent at developing talent, 100%. You have no sense of the game, which means you don't know how to read the room, which means you're not instinctual, which means you're a minutes manager, which means that's what you're about. And it's going to get us beat. It's already cost us a game because you don't understand, you can't read the room. That's already cost us a game, already. And it's really simple. And as I said before, it's not hard. It's not rocket science, Coach. And I was talking about this the other day. They're like, oh, man. I said, listen. Here's the difference. 7 seconds left. Aaron Gordon has the ball at the free throw line on the other end of the court. They're down 3. The court is 84 feet. He's at 15 feet of it already. So that means it's 28 feet on the other end. So he's got to go 40 feet in order to get a 3-point shot off against Alex Caruso. What are the odds of that happening? Instead, you foul. They have 0 timeouts, and they have Jokic on the bench. And you give them a chance to win the game. Then you give Chet the ball instead of SGA the ball. Like after Game 4, what did I say after Game 4 at Memphis? What did I say? When he gave J-Dub the ball with 7 seconds to go, up 2, what did I say? He's going to cost us a ball game if he does that. And what happened? The very next game, Game 1, he gave the ball to Chet instead of SGA, and what happened? We got beat. He doesn't understand. It's just frustrating to me. I'm just like, I don't get it. I don't. I don't understand it at all. I don't get it. I don't understand it. I just I don't. And when you look at the box score, it's really even more frustrating when I look at the box score because you can see for yourself, which I just put up here on the screen, and you guys can look at it. I'm not saying anything mean. I'm not saying anything that's derogatory towards the Thunder. I'm just calling it the way it is. Straight up. This is what's happening. This is what's going on. Plain and simple. Maya says, Carter, yes, I'm very hopeful about Game 7. Couple things. One, we're at home. The only thing I'm worried about is they have 2 days rest. So they're off Friday, off Saturday, and then Game 7 will be Sunday. So I expect Jokic to come out hard. I expect Jamal Murray to come at us. I don't mean this bad, but I hope that was his hamstring, Gordon's hamstring. Because if he's not there, that's going to help us. But I expect those other two to do what they do. But I also expect Dort to do well. I expect Kaysen to play well. I expect Caruso to play well because it's all he's been doing. I expect Wiggins to knock down shots. Joe can't really be on the floor. And especially when he's 0 for 2 and he's not giving you threes. You can't play him. But I'm very hopeful. But once again, how's the coach going to do the lineups? That matters. It matters how he does it. Okay? You got to understand, it's not rocket science. SGA plays the first, SGA plays the third. And the reason why he's switching it up is because we're having bad starts, so he's trying to get SGA to start the third, second, and fourth quarters. Well, the problem is when you do that, what you're doing is when they bring Jokic and them in the game, they're going against, or when you pull SGA out, or, in the fourth quarter, you've got J-Dub going against Jokic and Murray. How's that going to work? I'd rather them start against him than you pull J-Dub out, which he's not going to do because, once again, he played more minutes than SGA. Once again, it's frustrating. Rogelio, I don't know why they're shooting so many threes either. We shot 14 threes in one possession. But once again, SGA is not being aggressive. He's doing what the coach wants. And when you do that, that's what you expect to happen. It's exactly what's happening. It's very frustrating. Yes, J-Dub did not play well tonight. He has not played well. He's had one game, and that's the game that we lost, game 3. He had 30 points in the game. He hasn't played well. He just hasn't because the game is very hard. The game is this pressurized, and he's not the guy. He's just not the guy. Not yet. He could be. I believe we can beat the Wolves. But once again, they know our weaknesses. They know how the coach coaches. So those are the things I really worry about. I really, really do. Yes, Rosetta, they are daring us to shoot threes, and it's working. That's what they should do. But when you let's look at the box score real quick, and then we'll go into that. Chet, 19 points, 11 boards. And he played better, but he's just getting pushed around. And he's committing stupid fouls because he's getting frustrated. The problem is the Thunder are getting frustrated because Denver was way more physical tonight, and they weren't getting calls. And they're frustrated. That's what happened to SGA. He got one call, and he just got his arm on Jokic, and the guy called a foul. I'm like, really? He don't even have the ball. What are you doing? How's that a foul? But that's what happens when you get one bad foul, and which has happened to me multiple times. I get one dumb foul, and then that's what ends up happening. You get one stupid foul, and that's it. J-Dub, what killed us? 38 minutes, SGA 35 minutes. Now, of course, that's 3 minutes difference when he went out with the 4 fouls. But once again, why are they playing the same amount of minutes? Why are they playing the same amount of minutes? Game 4, what did you do? You took J-Dub out for 2 minutes in the fourth quarter. We went down 2, up 2, and you bring it back, we're on a roll, and we win the game. But he refuses to do that because he's a developmental coach, and him and Sam Presti are trying to develop J-Dub. That's what they're doing, and it's ridiculous. I don't understand it. There's nothing you can show me that whatever he does in practice is not translating to the game. So I don't understand what y'all are doing. But once again, it's the same thing when you did with KD. You had a superstar that was quiet, didn't give you a whole lot of trouble, and you picked the other guy, Russell Westbrook. That's what you did, and you're going to do the same thing again. iHeart, 8 points. In 25 minutes, 6 rebounds. That's just, you're non-existent. SGA, 32 points, 11 for 16. Do you know that he is 22 of he's 22 of 32 of his last 32 shots. He's 22 of 32. 22 of 32 because the other night he started 1 for 6 and then made 11 of 17. Yeah. I mean, I don't understand why you don't want him now. Free throws are killing me. The 8 for 11, that's wearing me out. But he started out like that, and then he started making them. 2 for 4 from 3, including a huge 3. 3 rebounds, 6 assists. The 4 fouls. He had 4 fouls, and he didn't pick up another foul because he's not a guy who fouls. But the 4th foul was frustration, 100%. It really was. Yeah, manifest. We got very frustrated. I'm sorry, guys. I'm at Cat's Tavern, so I'm trying to read you guys' your guys in the chat. I'm trying to read your stuff and go by at the same time. So it's a little hard for me because my screen is kind of smaller. I need to get me. I'm gonna I've got another screen, and then I'm gonna bring that I can have just for you guys, so that I can, when I do this remotely, I have a bigger screen that I can have right here so I can watch, because it's kind of hard for me to be able to do that and talk to you guys too without looking at it. Let me see. What does this hotspot say again? It says if we lose the draft, we have to draft Kobe Bryant. If we lose the series. Bro, if we lose the series, it's because coaching. Once again, 2 years in a row, you're the number 1 seed, and you lose to the 4th seed. 2 years in a row. What's going on? My guys over there trying to say hi to me. They're messing with me while I'm trying to do the show. Crazy hits. Anyway, that's 2 years in a row. You're the 4th seed, number 1 seed overall, and you lose the 4th seed. 6 games last year, 7 games this year. And the coach gave away a game. Like, I had talked to somebody after game 4 that we won against Memphis, and I was like, if he does that, we're going to beat. He goes, it's okay. We're building for the future. What the F are you talking about? This is the best chance for the Thunder to win a playoff, to win the chip. Boston's gone, Cleveland's gone. Your biggest competition is the Knicks and the Pacers, which neither one of them came close to us. And you got to get by the Nuggets and the Timberwolves. The Timberwolves is going to be tough. But once again, we should be done right now. But because of his coaching and what he does and his inability to read the room, his inability to be instinctual, his inability to not keep from managing minutes, his inability to understand lineups, his inability to understand the game, which comes back to all the things I said with being instinctual and reading the room. He's not capable. Those are facts. That's just how it is. And that's what we got to live with. We got a guy who's fantastic at what he's doing, and he's getting out-coached by a guy who's been coaching for 3 minutes. Why? Because the guys on the bench understand what the Thunder, they understand him. They know how to attack our coach and what he does, coaching-wise. And then he has no maneuvering because he's changing up here and there. Dude, just go with what I said. SGA for the first quarter, SGA for the third quarter, take J-Dub out with 5 minutes to go. SGA, Case and Caruso, Wiggins, and I Harder J-Will. Because Chet's getting attacked by Jokic every time. He ain't ready. He still ain't there yet. And then you start the second quarter, and you put J-Dub in there, and then you take him out with 6:47 or 7:11 or 6:12 or whatever time that timeout is. You take him to the bench, and you roll with that 5 again for 3 to 4 minutes, and you put him back in with 4 minutes to go or 3 minutes to go or whatever it is, or 2 minutes, whatever. And you finish out the fourth, and you finish out the second, and we will win. And I've said this over and over and over. If he doesn't do that, we're going to struggle to win games. I've been saying that the whole time. The math is easy. and he's analytical. So how the hell do you can tell me that the guy who is plus 12 when he's on the court, we're minus 10 with him on the bench. And you play a guy who we're plus, whether he's on the court or off the court, we're still plus more than you do him. It's mind-boggling to me. I'm like, what are you doing? But I know what you're doing. You're developing J-Dub. You're developing this team to stay relevant for the future and not have to get in luxury tax. Remember, we already did that. We did that with Russell and Paul George and who do we have? Carmelo and somebody else, whoever we did that for. They're not willing to do that again, and I'm okay with that. At some point in the third quarter, Jelio says we have to have all three. Hey, love you too, man. Anyway, he has to have him in the game and have all three bigs. I don't agree with that because Chet can't really move his feet, and they're just taking advantage of that. Then we even went a small lineup tonight to try to make some difference. Now, we did get our hands on the ball. Caruso got his hands on knocked away two balls. I think SGA got his hands on the ball, or somebody, maybe it's J-Dub. And we got a couple easy baskets. J-Dub misses a dunk. You try to shoot a layup, dunk the ball. You got a guy behind you. You got athletic ability out the wazoo. You're trying to do a left-hand reverse layup. Just dunk the damn basketball. He's behind you. What's he going to do? Dunk the ball. Keep the ball in front of you and dunk it. But once again, the pressure's on, and J-Dub is nowhere to be found. He was nowhere to be found last year. He's nowhere to be found this year, except for one game. And I'm not talking about Memphis, but Memphis, that doesn't count. We're talking about now. He's had one game. And Dagnall played him more, and when he played him more minutes than SGA, what are we, 1-2? We're now 1-3. All three losses, or the second or the first loss, that's on Dagnall. But they've either played the same amount of minutes or 1 minute less, or J-Dub has played more minutes. And we're 1-3. These are stats. These are facts. This is how it is. And once again, you guys want to love him. Y'all can love on him all you want to. That ain't me. I'm going to call his ass out because the simple fact is BS what he's doing. Take this opportunity to thank our sponsors, SRB. If you have needs for engineering, surveying, or planning, hit our guys up over there. They'll take care of you, especially if you have a water treatment plant in your city or county. Hey, go ahead and stick these guys up because, as we always say, who the hell does not like clean drinking water? Oak Grove Trucking, if you have needs for dirt, rock, or sand to be moved, hit our guys up over at Oak Grove. They'll take care of you. My guy Jose will take very good care of you. I promise you. They'll make sure everything is great. And, of course, YNB, family owned and operated since 1912. They are the bank that makes things happen. They're an equal housing lender, a member of the FDIC, proud sponsor for us to go out and support women, minority, and black-owned businesses in the OKC area. And, of course, we are here tonight at Cat's Tavern, which we'll talk about here in just a second. You can go into their 5 locations. The main bank at 401M, 66 steps from historic downtown Ucalco, Oklahoma. YNB East, which is off the Parkway and 66 or 39th Expressway. However you want to look at it, it's up to you. Easy to remember. YNB Mustang, 218 North Mustang Road. YNB Parkway, which is off Garth Brooks, just south of I-40. Can't miss it, right in front of the hospital. YB Peoples, located on 23rd between Rockwell and MacArthur, right in front of, or between Rockwell and MacArthur on 23rd. It's one of my favorite places where I always go to the bank because it's just closer for me to get there. And, of course, the House of Creed, handcrafted since 1760, is some good smelling stuff. Man, as they always tell me, Matt, remember, pick the best for your best, and I do. You can go to the Creed counter there in Dillard's in the men's department. See my girl Beth or somebody over there, tell them that Matt Clark sent you, or y'all sent you over there, and they'll give you a couple of samples of some of the best smelling cologne that there is. It's really, really good, I promise you. I am bougie, and if I like it, I think you'll like it, because that's just how I roll. And remember, like I said tonight, we are at Cat's Tavern, 901 64th Street, Northwest 64th in Oklahoma City, 405-242-6100. They are located 1 block north of 63rd, just east of Classam. You can only go east. You can't go any other direction, so you can't miss it. It's right there. They're open from 12 to 2, Sunday through Monday, or Monday through Sunday, however you want to look at it, every day. They're open from 12 to 2. And, of course, remember, my basketball camp is coming up for all you all who have kids. I don't know why this is my normal thing. This doesn't do this. I don't know why this is like that. Anyway, June 9th and 10th. Grades 1st through 8th is Monday and Tuesday from 8 a.m. to noon. $160. You can Venmo me and Cash App me. Just go ahead and scan the QR code here and sign up. And remember, they only have kids who want to play basketball. If your kid doesn't want to play basketball, if you think this is a place for you to drop your kid off, yeah, your kid's going to make it one day, and they're not going to want to come back the next day. And guess what? No refunds. We're keeping your money. Sorry. That's how it works. The frustration level for me, and most of you guys too, I'm sure, is the fact that, number one, we could have won some games that we didn't. We should have won game one and we didn't. And it's his inability to get stuff. And I just, to me, it's like, why are you fouling? Now, when you're down 3, you foul right away. When you're up 3, you let them burn a few seconds, then you foul. But like I said, 7 seconds left, what happens? Gordon has the ball from the free throw line, so he's, 80 feet? It was 94 feet, so that's 15. What is that, 79 feet away? And he's got to get within 28 feet with one of the best defenders in the league playing him. So dribble, wait till about 1 second left, foul the shit out of him, or let him try to throw up something wild. That's what you do. You don't foul right away with no time, the team not having any timeouts. And what happens? What do I always say? You can't give away a game. You only have 4. They beat us twice, and he gave them a game. And once again, J-Dub and him played the same amount of minutes. Game 4, J-Dub played 6 minutes less than him. What did we do? Closed the door and won the game. It's not rocket science, Coach. As SGA goes, if you will just let him go and start getting into the flow right away, everybody else will get into the flow. But you want J-Dub to take the first few shots. You want to get him off, to get him going. No, let SGA start going. Then everybody else will start going because they have no pressure. Because we have guys who make plays. We only have one playmaker. J-Dub is not a playmaker. Chet is not a playmaker. Case is not a playmaker. Wiggins is not a playmaker. Caruso is not a playmaker. These guys aren't playmakers. When you're trying to make them playmakers, this is the kind of things that happen. But once again, he's a developmental coach, and he's still in developmental mode instead of what? Winning a chip mode. The players, I'm telling you, as basketball players, we know who can play and who can't. Basketball's one sport, you know somebody better than you. I was arguing with this little kid the other day. I was like, man, listen, he's about how he was guarding SGA Brown. I'm like, dude, he can't stop him. Nobody can stop him. If he wants to go, he wants to go. If Steph Curry wants to go, he's going to go. Jokic want to play, he's going to play. It is what it is. You're sitting next to Mark. When were you sitting next to Mark, Manifest? Yeah, Julie, he's not a Robin. Not yet. Can he be? What's going on? Can he be? Yes. Right now, no, he's not. He's not. He can't get it done, and it is what it is. He's going to get there maybe someday, but like I said, here's the issue. You have to let SGA go, gets going, and then everybody else happens. What happened in the third quarter? You let everybody shoot but SGA. And what did they do? Jokic scored, Murray scores, and get them out. Boom, we're in the timeout. Because they understand, and the other 29 coaches understand, what? You get your best player off right away, and then you let everybody else feed off of that energy of them going. Because now they know there's no pressure. But this guy wants to get J-Dub off. He wants to get Chet off. He wants to get everybody off, and he doesn't understand. He doesn't. He doesn't read the room, as my friend Jennifer says. He doesn't understand. He's not instinctive, as I say. He's a minutes manager, as my guy Nimoy says. He's 2 minutes too long, as my guy Mark says. He just doesn't understand lineups. He doesn't understand flow of the game. He just doesn't. That's not his strength. His strength is developing talent. His strength is out-of-bounds plays. Those are his two strengths. And he's still developing. We're the number 1 seed. If you're going to win a chip, here's the perfect. You think Minnesota's not sitting there looking at that? You think Denver's not looking at it going, wait, no Boston? Because neither one of those teams can beat Boston. I'm not sure either one of them can beat Cleveland. Okay? And now you've got the Knicks and the Indiana Pacers in your way. That's it. And instead, you're not even trying to do this is what you're doing. Are you serious? I don't get it. You're squandering an opportunity because you're worried about building for the damn future, developing players for the future. What the hell are you doing? Let's get it. Let's go. Let's get this W. Let's go to damn Sistertail and hang out and receive the trophy. We've talked about that. There's 9 teams out of 17 in the West who don't have chips. Okay? There's 9 teams, well, not out of 17, but 9 out of the West teams don't have one a chip. 6 in the East. Because they understand it. We don't. And it's just frustrating to me. The Knicks are going to beat the Celtics. I believe that Rashawn, they're going to beat the Celtics. I don't doubt that for 1 minute. But to me, what's going on is really simple. It's really, yo.
I middled.
Huh?
I middled the over and the under.
I don't understand what you're saying. You talking about for tonight's game?
Under for the game and the over for the half.
But we lost the game.
We'll win the game.
Okay. I understand you won your stuff, but yeah, we lost.
We digged it.
Okay, that's all that matters. We lost. Yeah, nothing else matters. We lost. I'm glad you made money.
That's a bad.
I'm glad you made money, but we got beat. So, anyway, I'm at the point now, guys, where I am trying to get to the point where my frustration level doesn't go through the roof. Okay? I'm trying to keep that from going on. It's like last night. I'm arguing with this guy who's an attorney. I'm like, man, I'm not going to argue with you. You don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, you're an attorney. You think you're smart, and he's like, oh, you're not a very good argument. The hell, I don't need to argue with you. I'm right. There's no argument. I'm right about what I'm talking about. I'm telling you what the situation is, and I'm right, and you have no clue what the hell you're talking about. He was talking about he'd rather have that Jaylen Brown is a dog, SJ's not, and he'd rather have not J-Dub, but Jaylen Brown. I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? So you don't want the guy who's a 3-time first-team All-NBA 3 years in a row. You don't want him, the MVP candidate. You don't want him. You want what you think is a dog. Okay, well, you go ahead and you take Jaylen Brown. And I've said before, here's the problem with Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. They don't have a go-to, I got to get a bucket move. SGA does. Jokic does. Jamal Murray does. Ant-Man does. Steph Curry does. LeBron possibly. Luka for sure. Donovan Mitchell, I don't know so much. But these guys all have go-to moves that I've talked about. And the thing is this. Do I believe we're going to win? I'm 65 to 70% sure, but I got a lot of doubt because I don't think this guy, he's going to fold under pressure. 65 to 70% sure, but I got a lot of doubt because I don't think this guy, he's going to fold under pressure. And I'm just telling you, if he does exactly what I say to do, we will win. First and third quarter. The first and third quarter. You take him out in the second and fourth quarter with 9 minutes or 6, 7 minutes or whatever that timeout he is. You sit him for 3 to 4 minutes. You bring him back in to close out the second quarter and the fourth quarter, and we'll win. We'll win. If he doesn't do that, what have I said? If he plays in the whole fourth quarter, we're in trouble. He played in the whole fourth quarter tonight, we lost. The whole fourth quarter in game 3, we lost. He didn't play him the whole fourth quarter in game 4, we won. It's not rocket science, but he is determined to develop J-Dub. And it's just frustrating to me. But I'm going to say this. The physicality of what they brought to us, okay, the physicality of what they brought, we will match. I'm not even talking to you right now, Randy. You're nonsense. Sorry, I just got a text from a guy, the commander, made me laugh. But guys, it's not hard. And I'm sitting up here and I'm going to tell you there's a lot of frustrated people here at Cat's Tavern, not very happy about the outcome, as they shouldn't be, because of what happened, because of what we did or did not do. And you've got to understand that I'm proud of who we are. I'm proud of what we've done, but it's 3-3 and it should be over. You gave away game one because you don't know what the hell you're doing. You can't read the room. You're not instinctual. And as I said, I'm going to put SJ on it too because you call a great out-of-bounds play, you give him the ball, and he shoots a dunk. He took off 1 second, and you foul. 84 feet away from the basket, or 79 feet actually. From the basket, you foul. With Denver with no timeouts and Jokic on the bench. And then you give the ball to Chet instead of SGA. Again, last game after game 4 in Memphis, you gave it to J-Dub. And I said on this show, and I said on my other show, you do that, you're going to cost us a game if he does that again. And he did it game 1. Why are you not putting it in your best player's hand? I can promise you. You think Steve Kerr's going to let somebody else shoot free throws? Instead other than Steph Curry? Do you believe that? Do you think that the Lakers are going to not put the ball in Luka's hands? Do you think that Minnesota's not going to put it in Ant-Man's hands? Do you think Boston's not going to put it in Jason Tatum's hands? You think the Knicks are not going to put it in Jalen Brunson's hands? When you watch the Knicks, what do? Jalen Brunson, you go score and let everybody else play off you. Thunder, oh, we're a team. We're gonna give everybody. No. Play off SGA and what he does. And we win. So, my frustration level is through the roof, guys. I can't. I'm too mad. I'm too angry. I'll do the show tomorrow where I'll be a lot more calm on the Unpopular Hour, which we'll do tomorrow at 2 o'clock. Or my daily show that we do on YouTube, The Unpopular Hour with Matt Clark. I'll be a lot better. But now, that being said, let me end with this. Congratulations to Denver, their coach, and what they did. Their bench players made all the difference. And what do bench players do? Bench players play great at home. Bench players don't play so well on the road. Now, Game 5, we won because of why? Kaysen, Caruso, and Wiggins, along with SGA. But those 3 are the ones that got us through. And Game 6, other than SGA and Kaysen, that was it. Nobody else was anywhere to be found. Yes, clutch players get the ball. Everybody understands that, but the guy that you were sitting next to, okay? You should tell him that. If you sit next to him, Dagnar, why are you not giving up the ball to SGA? Every time. I don't want to hear this shit, I'm developing you. We're trying to win a chip. You can develop during the season next year. We're trying to win a chip. You all aren't. Sam Preston, you don't care. We're going to develop and we're just going to be relevant. If we don't win, people will come anyway. Well, when you have an opportunity to win, look what Toronto did. They took advantage of the one opportunity they had to win a championship. They took advantage of it and did it. Now, you have a chance to win a championship and you don't do it, and this is the second year in a row you've been a number 1 seed and you got beat by the number 4 seed the second year in a row because your coach gets out-coached and you get out-coached who's been a coach for 3 minutes. I mean, not literally 3 minutes, but you know what I'm saying. I'm being a little facetious there. But that's what's happening. And as Thunder fans, how are you not pissed about it? How do you not understand it? How do you not get all mad and go crazy about it? How do you not post about it? How do you not scream about it to your as loud as you can possibly go? How do you not do that? I know that I will. I'm going to do it today. Now I'm pissed off tonight. Like tomorrow, I'll be a lot better on the Unpopular Hour tomorrow afternoon. But Game 7 on Sunday, hopefully the Commander's going to have us tickets so we can go. I don't know what time the game is. Do you guys know what time the game is? Probably a 2:30 or 3:30 game. Probably 2:30 or probably prime time Sunday afternoon. And once again, who's going to get the MVP? Are you going to wait again to give it to SGA? You can't go past Game 7 because you got to give it to him in front of the home crowd. Or do you think it's going to be Jokic? You can't give him to him in front of us. So that means he won't get it. So what are you going to do? He should get the chip. He should get the MVP, 100%. So that being said, guys, I hope you have a fantastic day. I'm done with this for right now. I'm pissed off. I thank you guys for coming on and your comments and doing the things you're doing for us. I appreciate that, and I appreciate your support. And for those who haven't liked, subscribe, hit notifications. please do that for me so we can get our gills up. And then also, if you know somebody who might want to enjoy what we're doing, please tell them about the show. And I want to thank you guys for being with me, supporting me, having my back, and most of all, like and subscribe. And guess what? Peace out. Thunder up. Game 7.